Have you ever stayed at a haunted hotel? Did you know that at least one person every year dies at this hotel? Asked the bored teenager behind the receptionist desk. My heart began racing in my chest as he smiled a not very happy smile. No one has died yet this year, he continued. Maybe you'll be lucky. Have a good night. He smiled brightly at us before turning to the people behind us. I grabbed my husband's hand and squeezed tightly as we headed to the elevator. It was a pretty rundown hotel, about 3 stars online, but we were desperate for a place to rest our eyes. We've been on a road trip across the country for several days now, and figured a hotel in the middle of nowhere had to be better than pulling over on the side of the road. Now I wasn't so sure. I noticed the stains on the carpet liner and the watermarks on the walls and ceiling. This place looked like it was falling apart. Maybe we should just sleep in our car, I murmured to my husband. He laughed. Don't be a baby, he retorted. It can't be that bad. The room was worse. There was mold on the carpet and the bed sheets smelled like they were caught in a rainstorm. There was hair all over the bathroom and the mirror looked like someone smashed it and sliced their arm open trying to fix it. I backed out of the bathroom quickly after seeing that. My body was shaking and I shivered when it wasn't cold. I don't like this place, I insisted. But my husband set our luggage down and collapsed on one of the mattresses with a sigh. This is just fine, he replied. I wasn't getting him out of here. We ended up eating snacks from our car for dinner before heading to bed. The problem started when we turned the lights off. At first I heard the sound of something crawling, so I slapped the lights back on. There was nothing that I could see. My husband was getting fed up with me and turned the lights back off. Then I heard the sound of tiny feet running down the hall outside the room, so I tiptoed out of bed and to the door. I eased the door open, shutting it immediately when I realized the lights in the hallway were off. It was pitch black out there. My heart felt like it was going to beat out of my chest. No way. I was getting the heck out of this place, with or without my husband. I raced to the light switch and flipped it, but no lights came on. I reached for my husband and shook him awake. What? He mumbled grumpily. The lights won't come on, I whispered. They're out in the hall too. Probably a breaker issue, he replied. Just go to sleep. Then he rolled over and started snoring again. I was getting pissed. If we ended up dying here, I was so haunting my husband in the afterlife. Then I heard the sound of a child giggling followed by running feet again, but I saw nothing when I opened the door to the room again. I shut the door firmly and backed away. Then I hit something solid. Run away! Someone suddenly shrieked in my ear. I screamed loudly, leaping away and swinging my fist out. My fist hit something solid and I heard a yelp followed by a sob. My husband immediately woke up and fumbled for a flashlight that he kept in his suitcase. He turned the light on and I saw a young boy on the floor of the room holding his nose. What the heck is going on? My husband roared. The boy looked scared as he pushed himself to his feet. Just a prank, he stammered. I'm sorry. We like messing with the guests. No one's ever punched me before though. I glared at him. Get out, I said coldly. He nodded and ran from the room. A few minutes later, the lights came on in the hallway in our room. I sat on the edge of the bed, holding a hand to my chest and trying to catch my breath. My husband put his flashlight away and looked at me before chuckling and shaking his head. Let's go, he said. I got enough sleep for now. I knew he was lying, but I was grateful to get out of that hotel. When we reached the first floor, we marched straight to the receptionist desk, where the teenage receptionist and the young boy who scared me both sat. The boy straightened immediately, looking a little pale as he held an ice pack to his nose. We want a refund, my husband said firmly, or we're suing for emotional stress and damages. The boys were happy to give us a refund if we promised to let the issue go. We got out of there fast and never went back to a hotel in the middle of nowhere.